What's going on, boys and girls? We're going to do a good old lunch recipe. You know, it's Saturday, and Saturday is fish day. And so we're going to do a really good fish recipe that you've never, well, you probably have seen it before, but not from me. We're going to make some scamp grouper, some English peas with onions, and we're going to make a little treat with some plantain. So watch me and learn. Alrighty, like I said, we're going to start off with some scamp grouper. We got some plantains. Plantains are kind of like bananas, only they're not as sweet as bananas, and they've got a lot more fiber than bananas have in it. We got some English peas here. We got some onions here. Our spices are going to be some Italian, some rosemary and garlic seasoning, some white pepper, some pimentos, some Himalayan pink salt, some Italian season, some olive oil. With the plantains, we're going to use, of course, the plantains, some diced yellow onion, some diced 3 bell peppers, and we're going to use an egg in there. And then we're just going to season the fish like we normally do. We're doing a low oxalate type of diet, so you don't have to use these particular spices, but these are ones that people who are on low oxalates can have. All right, now first we're going to start off by taking a little bit of olive oil and putting it in the pan, maybe about 2 tablespoons full. And we're going to take our onions, put them in there till they're nice and glistening, translucent, if you will. Can you say the word translucent? Can you spell the word translucent? I joke. I'm a kidder. Alrighty, y'all. Once they get to this level, we're going to add our peas in. Put your peas in there real good. I meant to tell you guys too, I forgot, sometimes I forget. We're going to use a little bit of lemon juice in here as well. So just a couple of splashes, maybe a teaspoonful of lemon juice. We're going to add some of our pimentos. Going to add our pimentos, just a couple of teaspoonfuls. If you get some of the liquid in there, you can. You know, I don't know why they call these things pimentos. I don't know why they don't just call them cubed bell peppers. We're going to give that a little bit of seasoning. Be careful with this is fine salt, so be kind of careful with it. I'm going to put some Italian seasoning in there. I'm going to put some of the rosemary and garlic in there. The white pepper. And the white pepper, guys, it is a lot more spicy than your black pepper. So if you like it real spicy, use a lot of it. But if you don't, kind of be careful. And then we're going to let that saute for about 2 minutes or so. 2 to 3 minutes till they're softened up. Now you can add a lid here as well. We're cooking this on medium. Now we're going to get our plantains ready. Now you really don't want to cook these too long. You want them to have a little bit of a crunch. So again, about 2 minutes is all you want. Then you're going to just take this off the heat. Now you can actually eat these cold or serve it hot. So we're going to see. All right, while that's going down, we're going to work with our plantains, and our plantains are a little bit different. Plantains are a little bit different than bananas as far as peeling them. So you're going to cut these. Now these right here are almost to the point where they're ripe. So we're going to cut the ends off of them. They've got a nice little shell on them. I'm just going to peel it back like this. I'm going to do that to each one of them. So that's fairly simple, guys. And then what we're going to do to them next is we're going to kind of cut them up like this. Because we're going to put this in the food processor and kind of liquefy them so they're a little bit easier to handle. All right, I'm sorry about going back and forth, but we're kind of multitasking. When they get to this consistency here, you see how they've gotten a little bit lighter? That's when you want to take it off the heat here. And these are done. Didn't take long at all. Which I'm going to put something else on that heat, so I'm not going to turn it completely off. Alrighty, we're going to put this, and this is not a food processor here. This is a mixer. I know somebody, if I say it's a food processor, somebody will put in the comment, hey, that's not a food processor. That's just a hand mixer. So yeah, we're using a hand mixer. And it's going to be, I could put all this in a food processor, but man, I don't feel like getting that doggone food processor out. Then I got to clean it and do all this good stuff. So we're going to just do it this way. May take a little bit longer to do it, but it will be done. Okay? All right, when you get about that much in there, put your lid on it. And we're just going to put this down, let it lock. Pretty much pulverize it. And I'll come back when I get it to the consistency I want it in. I don't want to bore you guys. Actually, as soon as I turned the camera off, it's already there, y'all. Look at that. That's not too bad. Not bad at all. We're going to take some of this out here. We're going to take all of it out. So we're going to put the rest of it in there. Well, that's pretty cool. I saw another recipe online where someone did this, but they added water to it. But I didn't have to add any water to this, so that's a good thing. So we're going to do the rest of them. We'll come right back when they're done. All righty, you just want to blend those until they're nice and smooth. And that did real well, y'all. Real well. So now we'll move this out of the way. This back here. We're going to add us an egg in there. Just one egg. We're going to add we're cheated here a little bit. These are already cut here. Now you can just take an onion or two and cut them yourself. But we kind of cheated a little bit. I knew I was going to be making this, and I didn't want to sit around and chop off all the onions. So pay a little bit more. You get somebody to chop them for you. Is that cheating? Yeah, maybe. This has got a little bit more liquid in it than I want, so I'm going to pour some of this liquid out. All right, now we're going to add our bell peppers in here. Add some of our seasoning. A little bit of our Himalayan salt. Not a lot. You don't want to over salt it too much. Going to use pretty much the same spices that we used a little while ago. Rosemary and garlic. Now you can, if you wanted to kick this up a little notch, y'all, you could. I'm gonna put some Italian seasonings in here as well. You know, if you wanted to put you some cayenne pepper in it, which we may add a little bit to there, but just because this is supposed to be a treat right here. This is kind of like, it's not really a dessert, but it's supposed to be a treat. And I've got some Creole seasoning that we can put in here. And this is pretty good stuff here. Just a little bit of Creole seasoning. And it's got stuff in it that, you know, if you're on an oxalate diet, you can use. So we're going to mix this all up. Get those eggs incorporated in there. And then we're going to fry this here. And these are really plantain fritters. There's another name you can use for them, but they're basically plantain fritters. And we're going to see how they're going to come out because I've never done this before. So I'm hoping that I'm not screwing this thing up. Sometimes I've seen some done where you put a little bit of flour in there so they bind real well. But you know, I hope that this because you're only supposed to drop this in. So we're going to see here shortly. All right, then that's basically it. All right, now to get with the fish, This is again, this is some Scamp grouper. It's a really good fish, guys. And I usually will take a little bit of cooking spray and spray both sides. You don't have to do this part, but I do it because it makes the seasoning, at least I'm telling myself, it makes the seasoning stick a little bit better. I'm going to put the salt up there. Again, just be kind of liberal with it. Well, don't be liberal with it. Be kind of conservative. You don't want to put a lot of it up there, I guess is what I mean. Put your spices up there. Again, you can use some lemon pepper, guys. That's what a lot of people use on fish. It goes real well, but we're using just a host of things. This is one of these things like Chilean sea bass. It's really hard to mess this fish up. Now, I'm not saying that somebody out there can't mess it up, but it is really hard to do it. You're going to do that on both sides here. And you already seen what I did to that side, so we're going to we'll just keep going with this. All right, I've already got my oil in there. Now, what I normally do is I put the inside part down first. You know, this part right here is where the skin used to attach. So we want to put that down last. So I put that side down first, which is the skin side. So you do the skin side first. And a lot of times it'll keep it from folding and bending up on you. And we're going to cook that about 3 minutes per side. 3.5 minutes. All right, y'all, here goes the true test. We're going to do our plantain mixture here. And you're just going to take a spoon. You could take one of those ice cream scoops, but we're just going to take a spoon. And we're just going to ladle it down in there. Several of them, like a cornbread. And we're just going to do 4 for right now. And we're going to let that cook and get to a nice golden brown. I think that's going to work. I was thinking it wasn't going to work at first, but I think that's going to work perfectly. Really, by the time it's time to turn this fish, it'll probably be time to turn those plantains. So this is going to be good, y'all. Alrighty, our fish is ready to turn here. We're just going to flip that. This one's a little bit thicker, so flip that. Cook that for about 3 minutes. And also our plantains are ready to flip as well. So we'll get a, well, I don't know if I want to use that. We will use this right here. I'm almost overcooking those things, y'all. You want them golden brown, not burnt brown. So you got to watch that heat, y'all. You got to watch that heat. Alrighty, we take those out. Got some nice little plantain fritters right there. You can see the onions and the peppers interspersed with them. The taste is what the true test. Alrighty, so the buzzer has gone off. So fish should be done. Oh yeah, that's done here. A piece there. The one you got to watch is the thick one, because it's a little bit thicker, and I'm gonna let that cook for just a little bit longer. You know, you can have certain types of fish that you can cook kind of rare or medium rare, and I don't know, for the most part I like mine well done, even though I would probably try the Chilean sea bass almost medium rare, you know, because it's a darn good cut of fish, and this is a darn good cut of fish too, y'all. All right, we let that go for a little while. We're going to take that out here. All right, now we're going to plate everything. We're going to get some of our English peas here. And this is probably just enough for, probably makes about 2 or 3 servings, but probably all I'm going to put up there for right now. I'm not super hungry. And my wife's not here. She's gone shopping. And so I usually fix hers the same day. When I fix mine, I go ahead and eat mine. And she usually eats hers for breakfast tomorrow. So I get to enjoy mine first. But there you go, guys. We got some scamp grouper, some English peas with onions and pimentos, and we got some plantains with bell peppers and onions. This is going to be a nice little lunch. Hope you guys have a great Saturday today and have a great next week. Peace. Alrighty. I know you guys are wondering. I know you're wondering how the plantains work, because that's the new thing. The English peas, I know they're going to be good. The fish, I know they're going to be good. But let's try the plantains. There's plantains here. Where's my camera? There we go. Look at that. That steam coming off of it. Wow. Impressive. You know what? It could probably go for a little bit more salt, but it's pretty darn good. It's like a sweet piece of cornbread. Got a nice little crunch. And then it tastes like bananas too. And you can taste those bell peppers and the onions in there as well. Man, that's good. Let's see how it tastes with a piece of fish. I gotta wash the fish because it's got bones in it. See that? Big bones. Be careful. That's why you don't eat fish big pieces at a time and swallow. You get choked on these things. But that's a good combination, guys. So had to come back and show you that. You guys enjoy your day. Try the plantain recipe. Spice it up with this right here with some Cajun seasoning and some cayenne pepper and jalapenos. This mess would be off the chain. So you guys try it. Peace.